Look up here.
Welcome to another Tibalt's Apprentice. This time, we're not going to do an entire deck tech. We're just going to go through some combos that are getting added to my Glissa the Traitor deck. Glissa is one deck that you don't see a lot of in Commander. It is a Voltron style deck, sort of. You're not putting things on her. Well, you are putting equipment on her, but what you're taking advantage of is that First Strike and the Death Touch trigger, and the ability that you can get artifacts back from the graveyard easily. So some cards that I like in the deck that tend to sneak up on opponents and do a little bit more than what they're supposed to, or you would think so, are Fangorn Marauder. Whenever an artifact is put into the graveyard, gaining 5 life. Being able to get life back during this or while playing this deck, very important. The bows that go on here, bows and arrows. So we have Wolf Hunter's Quiver, we have Viridian Longbow, and Pathway Arrows. All three just a single mana to cast artifacts, but each one gives you a similar ability to be able to ping things with your commander. Again, that Death Touch trigger means all you need to do is get 1 damage in on something and it kills them. The Mind Crank just kind of is a backup plan to kind of kill people off just a little bit quicker. Some of these things can be rather mana intensive, so the combos that I'm going to look at to go in here, I've got 3 combos. I threw a 4th one in only because you might need mana. What's a quick way of generating mana? 3 cards. I did say quick way, so it's maybe not the quickest way, but it's only about $3. It will help in any black or green deck that you have. It results in infinite colored mana as well as colorless mana. 3 cards, Necrotic Ooze. How about Necrotic Ooze with a Palladium Mirror and a Pillow. So one of the things that we're going to take advantage of with this combo and get another one of the combos is the untap. We always get effects by tapping creatures out. This one actually uses the untap effect. You need both the Necrotic Ooze on the battlefield, and you need the other cards in your graveyard. Because the Necrotic Ooze has the abilities of cards in the graveyard, you can find yourself netting mana. So not bad at the time of this recording, about $3. It's worth throwing in there. Another one, a little bit more expensive. We're looking at about $8 at this time. Magnus of the Coffer, as well as Staff of Domination. You're all pretty familiar with what Staff of Domination is. Well, if you have the Magnus of Coffers and you have that 7 mana, you are able to trigger this multiple times and do what you need with that. The number 3, well, anyhow, Elvish Archdruid and Umbral Mantle results in infinite green mana and 1 massive attacker. So this is something you're going to set up that you know you've got an attack coming, and by having everything on the battlefield, attaching the mantle to the druid, you have at least 4 elves, and make sure that it doesn't have summoning sickness. You can wind up with a massive attacker. So the last and the most unique is getting rid of people's hands, making sure that nobody has anything to play during your turn. This requires Nath, the Guilt Leaf, as well as a Sadistic Hypnotist. Cards that we don't see a lot of. As of now, you're looking at about $3.50 to make this combo work. Opponents have no cards in their hand during your turn. All it requires is everything on the battlefield. We use that Guilt Leaf to make an Elf Warrior at the beginning of the turn. Sacrificing that, the Sadistic Hypnotist then makes them, when the opponent discards a card, winds up making 2 more elves, and you can repeat this process endlessly to empty out your enemies, your opponent's hands. Anyhow, there's 3, arguably 4 combos to look for in Glissa the Traitor deck, or really any black and any Gruul deck. Gruul, not Gruul. Any any black or green decks. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.